Here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Bing bong. boppity boopity. What are you doing? It's the Sauce Boss over here. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Where's my ATB crew at? Let me know in the chat. How was ATB today? Was it good? Was it mediocre? Was DZ dressed up? I want to know that. Was it DZ dressed up for ATB tonight? But guys, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys watching right now. What do we got? 221 people starting off this Monday. Very, very strong, guys. I am dressed up here as the sauce chef. I'm not just a chef. I'm just the sauce chef. I just make the sauce. I don't make the pasta. I don't make the macaroni, the cavatelli, the rigatoni, the lasagna, the gabagool, the manicotti. I only make the sauce, guys. That's why we got the sauce hat on. Shout out to the CandleMafia. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We got an awesome show for you tonight. We got the spider webs cooking in the background. We swapped out the colors. Do a little Halloween color over here. But we have an awesome show for you guys tonight. We're taking a look at Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at some of the altcoins. We're checking in on the usuals, the DXY, the SPY. We're going to be talking about the Femex trading competition because the CandleMafia ain't doing too bad. We're going to check in on that, guys. Super excited to get this competition kicked off. And we're not off to a bad start. But with all that being said, guys, we got a lot to talk about. Are we going to pull back here, or are we kind of already where we're going to pull back to? And are we just going to consolidate here for a little bit before coming higher? I'm going to let you guys know what I think. Are we going lower? Are we going to consolidate here and continue up? And we're going to take a look at what levels I am watching to either get into potential trades or the levels that I'm looking at to flip bearish, because they are kind of the same. They kind of have changed. But I'm going to show you guys all the key levels that I am watching. Thank you for everybody tuned in right now, guys. Before we hop into the charts, let's go ahead and say what is up to chat. DZ was dressed up as a JPEG chunky. Let's go. Shout out to DZ. Go follow NFT Alpha if you are not already, guys. And, if we got any NFT degens in the house, go ahead and follow NFT Alpha. But let's see, who do we got in chat today? Lucho, welcome back. Lucho has not been here in a week. I told him, bro, you missed rigging last week's giveaway, but he said he's going to be back this week to rig the giveaway. Shout out to Lucho. Thank you for being back here. Crypto Degen, what is going on? Said, yeah, it was a great weekend. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Degen. I appreciate you for being here, bro. Scarf, Crypto Face, what is going on? Always, buddy, when I'm not working. I assume he's talking about looking at the charts. McKay, what is going on? Dill Cosby, as always, shout out to you, bro. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Ruan B, what is going on? Doge will moon when it's at its brightest on the backside. Ooh, interesting. Shout out to Ruan B. Thank you for being here. Kerry, what is going on? Taylor, as always. Taylor was the first one in chat tonight. What is going on, Taylor? Thank you for being here. Kerry, let's see. Alejandro, what is going on? Peter Post, what is going on? Yo, can you look at Quant? We can definitely take a look at Quant when we get to the altcoins here. Grim the Reaper, what is going on? Thank you for being here. Jay, what is going on? CD, Seek. Let's see. Unforgettable name. ATB was Bueno. Good to hear. Good to hear. Drew, what is going on? Says Chef Boyar Candles. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Let's see. Blue Punk Rocker says bing bong. Happy Halloween, Frankie. ATB in the house. Let's go. Shout out to Blue Punk Rocker. Connect TV. Chef with the sauce. Where's my wooden spoon? I got to crack these people on the back of the neck when they piss me off over here in the kitchen. When the food runners come up and they drop my food, I got to hit them with the wooden spoon. Mrs. Candles! Mrs. Candles, I need my wooden spoon and my jar of sauce. Oh, God, I don't even know if she's here. The Hybrid Family, what is going on? Thank you for being here. MM Frenchie, what is going on? Let's see. Let's get a couple more out of the way. Let's see. Ahmad, what is going on? Thank you for being here. Or Ahmed, I hope I said your name right. Jonas, what is going on? Corey, how are we doing tonight? Let's see. Mountain Man, what is going on? Says happy Jack-o'-lantern. Happy Jack-o'-lantern to you too, brother. Passionate Football. Frankie, my man, you rocking every hat as always. Yeah, guys, I feel like we're the official hat channel of crypto. We just always got different hats on. That's why I kind of felt like I was going to dress up in a candle, but then it would have been too much. I would have had flames on my hand. I wouldn't have been able to draw lines and pick out the divergences and hit the buy and the sell button. So I just figured we'd go with a nice little chef hat here. Cal's World, what is going on? Says Candle Shape Chef Boy RDs. What is going on, man? Luke, what is going on? FOMO Sapien, welcome. He just says straight up bagel emoji. But guys, with all that out of the way, we said what's up to the Mafia. Let's go ahead and, True, just noticed the background. Yeah, check out the spider webs, guys. Gonna have to get an exterminator here because I do not like spiders. James M, what is going on? What up, Chef Frankie Sauce? What is going on? MBF Forum says LFG, candle emoji, candle emoji, candle emoji, candle emoji. Guys, today's energy is brought to you by good old Aztecian and Cactus Moss Water. But with all that being said, guys, I'm here to make some money. What is going on? I do not know how to say your name. I do not want to butcher it. I apologize. Como se comas. We hat people. That's dang right. Shout out to you guys. But with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the charts because we do have some really, really, really interesting stuff to look at here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to start off. It's a new week. So let's go ahead and zoom out and see what we're working with on the higher time frames. Now, as you guys know, the higher time frames were the main thing we were looking at to start expecting this bullish move to the upside. The reason we saw that was because of the bullish divergence on the weekly with price making our lower lows and momentum waves making higher lows. Printing that green dot, VWAP above that zero line, still looking pretty good to me. Working our way down the 6-day, still looking pretty good. VWAP above that zero line, 5-day still looking good. That yellow X, I want to say it's invalidated, but there are times where you get a yellow X, a little fake out pump, and then a dump. So I don't, it's been a while since we've even talked about this yellow X, but as of right now, the 5-day is looking pretty good. VWAP starting to roll over here on the 4-day and the 3-day and the 2-day. You guys can see that VWAP starting to roll over, indicating that we might be getting a move to the downside in the near future. Now, again, with that VWAP, not calling for a massive dump or anything like that, just the ebbs and the flows of the market, but we did come up quite a bit here, obviously. So as these VWAPs roll over, we could get a little correction to the downside, which brings us to also just want to check in on this 2-day money flow crossover, guys. Still looking pretty good. Not looking like an immediate fake out, obviously, as it's continuing to come up. VWAP coming down, but money flow looking healthy. You guys know that is one thing we were watching for if this was going to be a potential fake out pump, was a potential little pop into the green on the money flow and then rolling right back into the red. But this actually does still look pretty good. But bringing us over to the daily. Now, this is kind of what we've been looking at in the recent past on the last live stream. Kind of one of those main things that I was looking at. One of the main things that I was looking at here was the red dot printing on the daily on Market Cipher B, and you could see it is finally starting to print. Took a while for this thing to pop up, but you can see we are a little bit overbought on the daily. Obviously, we did get this big move up. It's likely that this thing is not just going to go straight up in a straight line. So that red dot on the daily was one of those main things I was waiting for to potentially get a move to the downside or a small retracement. And we are finally printing this red dot. It does confirm in about 2 hours, so we'll have to wait and see how much this thing can bring us down. Yeah, but as far as money flow, still in the green here. Nothing too aggressively curving off to the, it's not aggressively curving down, which is a good sign. So potentially we could see this VWAP come down. We could get a small retrace before a continuation higher, and we're going to go down to those lower time frames. I'm going to show you the exact levels that I'm watching. But continuing on here, obviously you do have your confirmed 16-hour red dot. Obviously been playing out for a while here. VWAP pretty deep below that zero line. Your 12-hour VWAP still coming down. Looks like we could get a little bit more juice out of this red dot here. And we also did have that bearish divergence print here on that 12-hour time frame. Another reason why we were expecting price to come down a little bit here. Waiting for that red dot on the daily, as well as these bear divs that were starting to print. And not only were these bear divs starting to print, but they were printing into some key levels of resistance here. We do have a local golden pocket as well as a value area high right here. So as you bear div into this resistance, it was likely to get this little move to the downside. Moving on here, let's go over to the 4-hour. 4 hours stuck below that zero line for quite some time now, but is looking to roll back to the upside here, but your money flow is coming out. Moving on here, looking at your 2-hour, this is where things start to look like we could get a potential bounce here, whether that's a small bounce before rolling back over deeper, letting that daily red dot play out a little bit more, or if this is going to give us a decent move. But your bullish case right now lies on your, at least your short-term bullish case lies on your 1 and your 2 hour. As you can see, you do have Let me reposition some things here. Let's turn off this volume. Go ahead and get rid of that. But you do have your price action making lower lows. You have a low here, a lower low here, as well as your momentum waves making a higher low here, giving you that bullish divergence at this local golden pocket. Could we get a strong bounce off of this level? Potentially, but money flow is actually still looking pretty ugly. And then same thing on your 1 hour. You are starting to print this 1 hour bull div. And again, with things like this, you could watch, being that we have this on the 1 hour and the 2 hour, you can watch how it performs on the 1 hour. If this thing is lackluster, we get the bull div and this VWAP comes up and kind of just rolls right over, you can expect that 2 hour bull div to kind of be lackluster as well. But you don't want to ignore. Obviously, we have the red dot, right, on the daily, right, amongst other things that are pointing to the downside, but you want to realize here that we are sitting at a local golden pocket, which is likely to give us some form of a bounce as we have the bullish divergence on the 1 hour and the 2 hour. But let's come even lower to these micro time frames to try to see if we can get any clarity into what is going on here. Money flow is starting to come back up on your 10-minute. Your 12-minute has been just binging and bonging around. And then your 15-minute is crossing over into the green, but we are not getting any green dots on the 4 hour just yet. But between the red dot on the daily, the money flow coming out on your 4 hour, you also have your 2 hour money flow is now confirmed in the red. Your 3 hour money flow is confirmed in the red. Now, obviously, the VWAP on a lot of these time frames is coming up, indicative of a little bounce to the upside, but with the daily red dot, the 4 hour money flow on its way out, your 3 hour money flow confirmed in the red, things do look like we could potentially fall a little bit more. Do we know if it's going to come down further? No, there's no way to tell for sure. But let me go ahead and dig in and show you guys exactly what levels I am watching and kind of what my plans are, because something you guys want to realize is this week is likely to get very interesting, right? It could get very, very volatile, right? Because we have the Fed meeting, I believe, on Wednesday, and this is likely going to be the catalyst for this next big move in crypto. Now, whether this is going to be a continuation to the upside or if we're just going to roll back over and come to the downside, it's likely to happen off of this Fed news, right? And another reason on top of this, you could see, right? Money flow coming out on the 4 hour. Now, although that VWAP is coming up, what you want to realize here is obviously we did put in a bear div here on the 4 hour into our local golden pocket, which does have the possibility to bring us down a whole lot more. This is another reason why, we could see this continued, we could see this move continue to the downside, right? Because not only is the money flow coming out, not only do we have the red dot on the daily, but we do technically have a bearish divergence at some key resistance here, being that local golden pocket. You could see that. Obviously, you have, obviously you have lower highs on your momentum waves with higher. They're trying to cut me out, guys. They're trying to shut me up. The SEC is after us, guys. Actually, no. I do have a fan that blows directly on my camera, so we don't get overheated. And it seems that I forgot to put that fan on, so my camera overheated. So give that a couple of seconds to cool off. It will be back in just a second, but I'm going to continue on here with the TA because that's really what you guys are here for, not for this face and this chef hat. But you did have a bearish divergence here on the 4 hour, right? And again, when this happens at key resistance, it is likely to give you a move down, which obviously we have seen. We were looking at this when it was happening. It did bring us down about 3.5%, but we could see it continue further just based off that bearish divergence at key resistance with that daily red dot and the money flow coming out on your 4 hour. Now, what are some? The Fed is here. Hide your Doge profits. Hide your Doge profits, guys. They onto us. They onto us. Poor camera. Yeah, this camera is. It gets hot in here, guys. I don't know if it's once I start talking. Once we start spitting the sauce around, it gets very hot in here. Frankie forgot to light his candles. You guys are funny. Okay, I see what you did there. I like the chef's hat for serving up the sauce. Let's go. Shout out to V Slim. Let's go. Sauce is too hot for his camera. Dang right, baby. Dang right. Good evening, you piece of chef. Let's go. Shout out to Amit. What is going on? Is the TJ the child of Kurt Cobain and Jennifer Aniston? Oh, interesting. But guys, with this 4-hour bear div, we could see a move come. We could see this move come a little bit deeper, especially because we came into key resistance here. 4-hour bear divs are pretty strong, right? Obviously, the higher the time frame, the stronger the signal. So something like a bearish divergence on the 4-hour at key resistance is going to play out a lot more than a bearish divergence on the 15-minute. Obviously, if you've been here and you've been trading, you would know. Your breath is too hot, Crypto Degen says. Let's see. What kind of camera is it? So I can avoid buying it. I wouldn't even avoid buying this camera. It's a Sony A7 III. I mean, it's a pretty good camera. It's not a cheap camera. But yeah, apparently does not like the heat. But it's getting cooled off right now. It's getting fanned right now. Hot in the kitchen tonight. Let's go, baby. When you're cooking up the sauce, guys, the camera overheats sometimes. But moving on here, right? Money flow coming out on the 4-hour. That is a little bit more of a bearish sign. But again, with the VWAPs coming up on a lot of these time frames, lower time frames having the money flow coming up, we could see a little bit of a bounce here. But we'll have to see what happens. Again, the main thing we want to look at is the daily red dot. If this confirms, if you just back test this, guys, it's very, come back to the last red dot we had down here. Obviously, we got to move down. Up here, this last red dot, got to move down. This red dot here got a little move down, right? Almost every single red dot. It's very unlikely that these red dots give you zero move at all. And especially when you're in the overbought territory. The last time that we had an overbought 4-hour on market cipher B with a red dot was right here, and we wound up coming down a lot. So I'm not saying we have to come down that much, but it is likely to continue to cool off here. But let's go down to the 15-minute. I want to break down the levels that I'm watching and why. And that is going to, let me turn off Market Cipher B. It starts off right here, guys. The main levels, I will say this. For the most part, it remains the same, right? 20K. If we could hold above 20K, that would be a very, very rare, very, very good sign. Paper Route Frank, shout out to you, bro. He says, Frankie Cankles, what's happening? I like Frankie Cankles. I know Cankles is kind of like saying you got fat ankles, but I don't know. Frankie Cankles ain't bad. Let's see. We get a little bit of volatility. Let's go. Yeah, things starting, let's see. Oh, yeah, we're getting a move here. But with that being said, guys, the levels that I am watching here are going to be, they remain essentially the same, right? 20K, that level of about 20K right here, the bottom of this blue box remains very important support. You have the psychological level of support, number one. Number two, if we come any lower, we risk playing with a couple of important value area highs, one of them being near 19.6. So 20K and about 19.633 are going to be, right here, this white line. I guess it's about 19.645, 19.650. 20K and 19.650, I would say, are the two major levels I'm watching, because if we lose 20K, we could get a move down to test the value area high at about 19.650. If we break below the value area high around 19.650, it's likely, because we're just going to be breaking back into this range right here, which would result in a potential revisit of the range lows, right? Because if we remember, if we go all the way back, did my computer just freeze? What happened? Okay. If we go all the way back here, you can see that even if we look at the daily ranges here, right, we're basically at the daily value area high, right? So you have your daily value area low, your daily POC, and your daily value area high. Right now, basically what happened through this whole move to the upside, guys, the whole move to the upside is we wicked down to the value area low, caught support, flipped on top of the POC. It was at this moment that I sat on my hands, did not enter this long position, and waited patiently for the retest. And we got it right here. And once we held support right here, this is where I looked for my long entry. I got into a long entry right here, rode it all the way up. But the reason I knew that it was a pretty safe bet to get into a long position here was because we were holding on top of the POC and holding it as support. We were support. Big bounce. Boom. We stayed above it. Boom. Support. Now we're looking for long entries, right? And where were we targeting? We were targeting the value area high, because we know when you flip the POC to support, the next likely stop is going to be your POC. We also had some volume gaps in here, so we knew it might happen pretty quick. And when you think of it in terms of the volume profile, obviously you hold the POC, you go to the value area high, and now we're just kind of sitting at the value area high. And if we come down and break that local value area high, which is not this value area high, it's more of a local value area high around 19,600, 19,650, The value area low of that range is down here near the daily value area low in the 18,000s. So if we break below 19,600, it is likely that we will come deeper into that range and potentially revisit those range lows. So 19,650 is really the level that I am looking at to flip bearish. And if we do come all the way down there, we could potentially get a strong bounce. But if we don't, it is going to be likely that we come all the way back down to our range lows. So the levels haven't really changed much. Again, the most important level right now. Let's see if we can hold this near this local golden pocket. Because you guys know that price does like to pull back to those local golden pockets, or if you break that local golden pocket, it does like to come to that 786, and we did get a beautiful wick right to that 786. So are we going to see this hold and continue our move up, or are we going to wind up losing this and coming lower? Again, 20K and 19,650 are the two major levels I'm watching. If we lose 20K, I'm starting to worry. And if we lose 19.6, I'm flipping bearish, right? So that's kind of my plans. Again, you want to be very careful. Obviously, we have the Fed meeting on Wednesday. So with this competition going on, guys, I'm kind of just to let you guys know kind of how I'm playing this is I'm going to be playing this very conservatively because actually I have a crazy week or two ahead of me. So I'm not going to have a ton of time to really sit there and focus 100% on the trades. So I was talking in the Discord. We do have the competition Discord channel. I'm going to be as present as possible in that channel to at least get you guys the setups and the TA that you need. If I can't get into the trades, I'm going to at least try to get you guys in there. I am in an Ethereum short right now for the competition. Hopefully we could see this thing come down a little bit more, lock in some gains there. But basically the way I'm playing this, guys, is I am in and I am out. One thing you want to remember, because we are not doing bad, guys. We are not doing bad. I think we're in third place. We are doing very good. But one thing you want to realize is it's a competition, not necessarily a race. So there's no reason to try to go gung-ho, crank up the leverage, and get 100%, 200%, 300%, 400% gains on the board right away. Because what you want to realize is there could be a team way ahead and they're playing really risky, and then they get wrecked, and all those gains go away. It's not like we're locking in permanent gains here. We can lose them. So I'm going to be playing it very, very conservatively, and again, I'm going to be as present as possible in that Discord channel to try to get you guys the setups and the TA that you need to potentially be hunting for these trades. With that being said, what was I just going to say? Yeah, guys, third place, not too bad. I mean, I think we're up there as far as team members. We have, Tony called it an absolute unit of a team, and we do. And that chat is pretty active, and it's doing pretty good, and I'm really excited about this. This is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, bing bong, shout out to Cool Cat Crypto. I just went to fix my hat like it was a regular hat. My camera probably should be good to come back on in a minute. But guys, these are the levels we're watching. Again, could we hold on top of this? Potentially, but again, with the way the daily's looking, the 4 hours looking, I do think there's a possibility that we could continue to come down a little bit here. But those are the levels I'm watching, and those are why there's the reason why I'm watching those levels. I'm not just watching these levels because they look like they're good support. They're based off the volume profiles and fib levels, so we know what to expect when certain levels are broken. And then with that being said, let's see here. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the SPY and the DXY because these are two things. Guys, these are two things that we can look at to help us try to predict exactly what is going to happen with Bitcoin, right? Let me see if I can get my camera back on here real quick. Bear with me. Let's go here. A little bing bong. Just Cool, guys. We were muted. That was so cool. You guys could hear everything I was saying. It was amazing. But yeah, someone said I dressed up as a piece of black construction paper. I guess. Shout out to you, man. There we go. All right, we fixed it. You muted, guys. Jokes on the CandleMafia. I'm muted for Halloween. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. But, guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and we got the camera working. Camera's back up. Let's go. 580 people in here, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to smash that like button if you guys want to spin the wheel of pain and pleasure, where you can have a chance to win some free crypto. We gave away 5 pretty big bags of ADA. I wouldn't say big, but they were way bigger than our typical giveaways that we do. We're going to start doing that. We're going to give away to a smaller amount of people, but give much more crypto, which I think will be cool. Instead of like 100 people winning 5 Cardano, maybe 5 people win 50, which is a little more, does a little more, moves the needle a little bit more. But Chef Godfather, let's go. Shout out to Bud Lightyear. But yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and, yeah, of course, ETH is bouncing back. I mean, yeah, ETH's just been ranging. I mean, it's just been teasing me. But Frankie's a chef. Nice one. Bringing the sauce. The Godfather. Guys, the Godfather's in chat. Go give him some love. But yeah, don't forget to smash that like button, guys. We're going for 450 likes. If we hit 450 likes, I'll spin that wheel 10 times so we can give away a ton of crypto to the CandleMafia because you guys deserve it. Why can't we can't smell you, Frankie? Let me paint the picture. It smells like sauce. So guys, with that being said, cannon some sauce today. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Let's see. Last time I won 100 ADA. Let's go. Shout out to you, Lucho, cooking up some TA. Marty Griffin, absolutely. Don't forget the gravy. Don't forget the gravy. You guys are funny. Pillsbury Calf Boy. Oh my God, you guys are too much. But guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at the SPY and the DXY because these are kind of the things that can give us an idea of where price might go without looking at the crypto charts. So I want to take a look at the DXY here, guys. And as you can see, on the 15-minute, I'm just going to stop here because we were on the 15-minute. We are hitting this resistance at 111.62, which was our next level that we were watching. Are starting to get a little bit of a resistance here. But the only thing that is, kind of giving me the idea that we could actually come down from here, or bust through here to the upside is these somewhat higher lows against this flat level of resistance. Sometimes you do see things squeak up and out of these formations here. So that is one thing to note. Your 4-hour as well does have a money flow crossover into the green. However, your VWAP is coming down, so you might cool off just a little bit on the DXY if you are going to crack back up. But yeah, money flow crossover into the green is generally not a good look for the DXY. Looking at your 12-hour, just trying to get some more puzzle pieces together here for you guys. Yeah, money flow coming up on these hourly time frames. The 5-hour, the 6-hour, and the 8-hour money flow crossover would be more of a bearish sign. But we are up against resistance, right? So we may see, crypto get a little bit of a bounce here. And again, we are at that local golden pocket, so it wouldn't be unlikely to get a little bit of a move up here. But again, with the daily red dot, that's more medium-term bearish. But I'm talking, super short-term. We could get a small bounce here. Again, you also have money flow coming up on a lot of these lower time frames. But with that being said, coming over to the SPY, guys, as you know, this weekly bullish divergence is confirmed. We have confirmed the weekly bull div, and we have gotten a move up. It feels like yesterday where we were looking at this before it was even printing, wondering if we were going to get any green candles, and here we are, right? Here we are with a nice little almost 10% pump to the upside. Up against key resistance here, guys. Obviously, we did come up and test this purple box between about 390 and 386. The next major level we want to get past on the SPY is going to be about 390. If we pop up there, our next levels are going to be closer to that 400 level on the SPY. This can be another level that we want to get to and blow through. But right now, 390 is the level to beat. And then the weekly bullish divergence is confirmed, and it does look like we have just continued to test this resistance. Coming down to the 4-hour, this is one thing that is, here you go, printing a bearish divergence up against this key resistance, right? Higher highs on your price, lower highs on your momentum waves. It gives you that bearish divergence. And likely, this is typically where you do see moves to the downside or little retraces, even if it's before a continued move to the upside. But yeah, with this bearish divergence, you could see a little bit of a retracement before another move to the upside. Nothing goes up in a straight line. Obviously, you can see that here. You come up, you get a little retrace up. Maybe we get another little retrace before continuing higher. TA Blue, what is going on? Says Frankie is the man. Yeah, a massive fan. Shout out to TA Blue. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Candle Cake. Let's go. Shout out to Tony D with the $2 super chat. What's up, Dixon? Hey, Dixon's back. What's going on, bro? I remember when Frankie used to come to my house trick-or-treating dressed as Batman when we were in middle school. Shout out to Dixon. Shout out to Dixon. I appreciate you, bro. Let's see. But yeah, continuing on here, guys. Again, bearish divergence at key resistance. Again, not impossible to cool off here before getting another move to the upside. But again, the big move is most likely going to come on Wednesday when we get that massive volatility coming into the market after we get the Fed news. But yeah, that's another thing to watch out. Watch that bear div at key resistance on the SPY. But again, with the bullish divergence on the weekly confirmed, just in general, guys, I told you the levels on Bitcoin kind of where I'm either going to flip bearish or remain bullish. I gave you those levels, but overall, the higher time frames on Bitcoin do still look like they can give us a bigger move to the upside. Nothing is looking too bearish as of right now. Money flow on the 2-day still looking pretty good, so I do think we can continue this move. If we continue the move, where are we likely headed? Let's take a look. Taking a look at the 15-minute here. There we go. Are we catching a little bit of support on this local golden pocket? Could be, guys. Could be. But if we get another move to the upside, another big move to the upside, where can we expect to come? Now, obviously, you do have this local golden pocket here between about 21,165 and 21K, almost even. You have this macro value area high right here. That's going to be your next big level at about 21.4. And then if we break above that, guys, it is going to be likely that we come up to this level, which is going to be a big level. This is the big level to watch, and it's this level between about 22,260 and about 22,730 or 22,740, give or take a few dollars. This is not only a naked point of control, but also a local golden pocket. And this is where we got rejected the last time we got a big move up. We got a bearish divergence into this key level of resistance, and it resulted in a massive move to the downside. I could be wrong, but I'm almost sure that there was Fed news near this time. I could be wrong on that, but I do believe there was Fed news around here, which could have added to this crazy volatility. But that is if we hold this local golden pocket and we continue to move to the upside, guys. The macro value area high at 21.4 is the next level I'm looking to flip before coming up to this key level of resistance right here. Again, being a naked point of control and local golden pocket. This is where this is really battle time. When we get up here, this is where we're hoping we can get through this if we want to see Bitcoin continue potentially to 25K. This would be a major level to break. But if we come up here with bearish confirmations, I would be very careful because we have been harshly rejected at this level before. So if we start bear diving on the 4-hour into this key level, could be a good point to kind of just come and roll back down to the downside. These are the levels I'm watching, guys. This is kind of how I'm feeling right now. Again, with the, obviously we're in a big, we have seen a big explosive move to the upside, and it does look like we're just kind of stalling out and consolidating. This could be bullish consolidation before another move to the upside, but with the daily red dot looking to confirm here in about an hour and a half on Bitcoin and Ethereum, we could just see this daily red dot. Doesn't mean we're going to get a massive move to the downside. This could have been the extent of the move to the downside, but we're going to let this confirm, see if it could bring us down any further. And then, yeah, once this 4-hour green dot prints, we'll see where that will take us as well. I'm going to hold this Ethereum short. I got my, I have my stop losses set. I'm ready to go. If we get stopped out, whatever, we'll get them. We'll get the next one. But yeah, not impossible to see a continued move to the downside here. Let's see. Let's see. Good day from Australia. What is going on, Mike? How are you doing, brother? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you tuning in. Free D's. What's going on, bro? Thank you for being here. Mr. D, Doge looking to push up again. We will take a look at Doge here in a minute. How do I get the verified TMX section of the Discord? It doesn't seem to be working. Okay, so guys, Gala pumping. We could take a look at that for sure. Let's see. Spaghetti sauce. Let's go. Shout out to Marty Griffin. Yeah. All right. So, is that a bull flag? Is it a bull flag? I don't know if I would call it a bull flag. Maybe more of like a bull pennant. I think if this is what you're talking about, maybe something of a bull pennant. I don't know. Not the biggest pattern guy. But yeah, it does look like it could be a bullish consolidation, though, in my opinion. This could definitely be a big bull pennant. And then, again, not the biggest traditional pattern trader here, but if you wanted to measure that, it does bring you back right up to that MPOC. I know some people measure it from the bottom, some people measure it to the top, but either way, that general measured move does bring you right into this level, which is an interesting level for this breakout to get you to. So, definitely could be a potential possibility there, but we'll have to see. I'm really curious to see what this daily red dot gives us. And guys, this week could not be a more interesting week to trade because essentially this next move on Bitcoin is 100%, almost 100% reliant on this Fed news that's going to come out on Wednesday. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead. I am going to, how long? We've been going for 46 minutes. I am probably going to hop off a little bit early tonight, just as a heads up to you guys. So if you guys, yeah, shout out to Matt Richardson says, oh, Lifer measures from the top. Yeah, I typically measure from the top. I don't know why you would measure from the bottom. It makes a lot more sense to me to measure, maybe off of the bullish retest. So the top makes much more sense to me. But I've seen people do it both ways. But either way, it does bring into that very, very interesting spot. But guys, I am going to hop off a little bit early today. I do have to do the BitBoy crypto video, and I have a bunch of other stuff I need to get done. So I'm going to hop off a little bit early. So let's go ahead and jump into the altcoins a little bit early. If you guys want to see some alts, throw them in the chat right now, and I will take a look at them for you and try to see if we can get, let's see, tea time with Wayne says, bong the bing. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Wait till after next Tuesday after election. Yeah, shout out to G-Man. What is going on, man? Thank you for being here. Hey, Clinton Query, what's up? What's up in fifth? We're in fifth. Okay, cool. Last time I checked, we were in third, but now we're in fifth. Oh, we're jumping around, boys. Let's go. Shout out to Clinton Query. What is going on, bro? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Frankie left the turkey in the oven. Oh, no. Let's see. Sniper's Nightmare says, can you explain the mess with the Femex prices on the charts? It's impossible to scalp when they use two different prices and they differ for longs and short entries. Snipers, I'm not 100. Hit me up on Discord. I'm not 100% sure what you mean by that. Doge, yeah, let's check out Doge first. Yeah, we could check API 3. Doge, all right, yeah, let's do Doge real quick. I know everybody wants to see Doge. Let's check it out. Doge, let's see. KuCoin Tether. Here we go. Okay, so Doge is looking much more, first off, guys, can we just talk about this for a second before we continue on Doge? We set these targets, target 1, target 2, value area high. These were set at this breakout here. When we thought we were going to get this run, I thought we were going to get almost this exact run. Looked like we could have potentially got it back here in August, and we had these potential targets set for future targets for Dogecoin. Came up, hit the first one, and then we actually got wrecked to the downside. Excuse me. But guys, the levels still remain absolutely fire. We came up, boom, hit our first target perfectly, came back down, consolidated, ripped up to our second target, which if you come down to a lower time frame, ripped up, hit our second target perfectly, little consolidation, and then boom, right up to the value area high. So the targets remained beautiful. Chef's kiss on those levels. Obviously, timing was a bit off, but that stuff's obviously impossible to predict 100%, but the levels remain strong. But guys, on Doge, now this is a much more clear, if I just get rid of the TA here for a second, this is a much more clear bullish consolidation for Dogecoin, as you have your bull pennant kind of sitting there like that. This is pretty clear bullish consolidation. For another potential move to the upside. Now, where can we go? Where would Doge's next likely stop be if we are going to get a continued move to the upside here? Now, obviously, you can see we knew a big reason why we had a lot of these targets on here is, as you can see right here, we got a big move down right here. So we were expecting, if we broke this level, to get a big move to the upside like this. And it played out perfectly. This is why these volume gaps are so helpful, guys, because you could get an idea of where price will get moving very quickly, and kind of where you should be targeting next, right? So if you were targeting the breakout of this high volume node right here, you know you're going to get a quick move through this volume gap, and you're likely going to target the next high volume node, which is all the way up here. So there's a real quick sauce on how to use the volume profile to find targets. You could target the next high volume node, which obviously was right here, and we came right up to it. It was also the value area high of your range. Just to give you guys a little bit of insight of where we get these levels from and why they work so well, this has a lot to do with it, is looking at the volume profiles. Clinton Query is in 5th. You are in 5th on the team. I love it. The top 3 traders on the team, guys, will get cash prizes, whether you deposited 100 or the minimum of 500. The top 3 traders on our team will get paid out in cash prizes. So super, super cool. Some incentive to be one of the top traders on the team. But with that being said, guys, it does look like we could just be bullishly consolidating here before another move to the upside. Now, where would that next likely stop be? Now, if we continue to look here at the volume profile and just zoom all the way out, right, where would the next likely stop be? It is looking like it could be this next value area high at about 25 cents, or at least that's where your next high volume node is to the upside. Now, you do have another little spike in volume here at about 17 cents. That would probably be a likely stop. I'm going to go ahead and put a level there because you could see we actually ran into some resistance here a bunch of times. Resistance, resistance, resistance. So if we come up to that level, it is likely for it to act as resistance once again. But if we break that, it could be a quick move up to this other high volume node at about 25 cents. Now, obviously, that's another, that's double basically the price that we're at right now. So we are a bit away from that, but that's just the future targets, guys, because these moves happen very quickly, especially when something like this happens, where Elon Musk acquires Twitter, and you get, I totally lost my train of thought. But there you go. There's when you get something like Elon Musk acquiring Twitter, you get big news events like this. These big moves to the upside happen very quickly. So it doesn't hurt to be prepared in the event of another move to the upside. And again, a pretty big gap up until that level of about 17 cents. And then, another pretty decent gap here. You do have some stops along the way, but that next level that really makes sense to look at for some strong resistance would be about 25 cents. And if we pull just trying to see if we can get we're just looking to see if we could get a local golden pocket there, but there is none. Shout out to Dave Digital for the $2 super chat. I do appreciate that, man. He says, buy Mrs. Candles a Snickers. Happy Halloween. Shout out to you, Dave Digital. Happy Halloween to you too, brother. I appreciate that super chat. You too, Clint Query. I see you, bro. Congrats on being in 5th on the team. And hopefully we can work your way in there to the top 3 and you can win a cash prize. What's the name of the indicator? This is Market Cipher. Market Cipher B. But if you're talking about the volume here on the side that I'm looking to find these levels, this is the Visible Range Volume Profile, or the VRVP. If you have a paid version of TradingView, this will be in your tools. You can go to indicators, and you can actually, if you want to, you could come to technicals, click on volume profile, and all your volume profile tools are here. You could come in here and take a look at these, play around with them. It's one of the number one things I wish I knew about when I started trading. It would have saved me a whole lot of headache. Is Doge your favorite alt now? Will Yum Yum? No, it is not. I'm not a big meme coin guy. I'm not saying you can't make a lot of money with Doge. You totally can. I'm not saying it's a horrible coin. You're going to lose all your money if you invest. I'm not saying that at all. I just personally don't invest in it. Maybe I'll buy a little bit for fun. But yeah, I just typically don't invest in them. But there you go. Watch my tutorial on Market Cipher tutorial. Thank you, Rob, for posting that. Hey, Frankie, loving the basement on Twitch. Shout out to Enzo Mining. Yeah, dude, that's a fun show, man. It's super laid back. We kind of just kick it and talk crypto. Super cool. It does sound like I'm losing losing my voice a little bit here, guys. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I didn't want to say it because I don't want to speak it into existence, but it's going to become obvious here if I continue to lose my voice here. So another one of the reasons why I'm hopping off a little bit early. I want to try to get a little extra sleep. But let's see. Doge is respecting TA. Absolutely. It's respecting TA that we set up, guys, months ago here. Boom, you hit your head. Boom, you hit your head. Boom, you hit your head. So yeah, Doge is looking like it is bullishly consolidating. Obviously, you do have a red dot on the 2 hour. Let's see what the daily's looking like. Again, daily is massively oversold, but again, sometimes when you get crazy news like this and things go crazy, sometimes they do, defy the laws of TA once in a while. But your VWAP is cooling off, so you're likely to print a red dot here. But again, not necessarily indicative of a big dump, but could just bullishly consolidate or continue to consolidate here, similar to what Bitcoin is doing. My daughter wants a Dogecoin mini miner, so I'll pick one up for them. Let's go. Shout out to Enzo. I have a little Doge. Won't hurt. Money's still green from it. Yeah, hey. Let's see. Rob, that would, let's see. Hello, Frankie. Can I get your input about what if we get to 75? Oh, what if we get to 0.75 interest rate, but market maker decides to pump against all odds? Bull trap. Do you think it's possible? Thank you in advance. Shout out to Hungry Thompson. Absolutely possible. The market maker likes to play retail like a fiddle. So, yeah, be ready for that, especially because every meeting that we've had or any news that we've had coming out of the Fed in the recent past has given us quite the turbulent rides. I believe this was a move, right? We got a big rip up and then a big rip down. You got a big rip up, big rip down. A lot of these, I want to actually mark out where these Fed meetings have had. I want to try to do that at some point. But, every time we get a big move or every time we get, any news out of the Fed or there's a meeting or some kind of CPI numbers come out, we do get big moves. And a lot of time, recently it's been a coin flip because even if it comes out bad, we get a wick to the upside to stomp everybody out before getting another drop to the downside. So be careful out there, especially on Wednesday, guys. Let's see. 55 times. Shout out to you. Ranked 113. Anchor. What do you see? Are you asking to look at Anchor? Yeah, we could take a look at Anchor. We are looking at the, then it was factored in already. Costa is taking a big L right now. All right. Let's see. Do we have a list yet? Do we have a list of the alts? I think we do, potentially. But yeah, did everybody put their alts in yet? I did ask for it, but I didn't look to see if anybody, I missed it if they did. I think they did. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Rob. Rob is on it. Let's go. Let's see. All right. Everything gonna dump a bit, but continue to make higher highs. Okay, yeah. So let me just break that down. If let's just come over here for a second. So there you go. Look at that. Low, baby. Little bounce off that local golden pocket. Yeah. That was exactly as we predicted. But this is kind of how I see if we get a continued move to the downside here, right? If that daily red dot continues to bring us down and we kind of break out of this, potential, bear bull pennant that we could be forming here, right? If that does not play out like that and we break this local golden pocket and we come lower, I am looking to hold 20K, which is about right here, right? Now, not only is this 20K, we also have a spider line in this area, right? This spider line is coming in at about 20,030. So that is another level you could watch. Spider line and that psychological level of about 20K. This is the level I would hope to hold, right? Because if we hold this, it would be a strong indication that we're just going to continue staying up here and continue to move higher. If we lose those levels, if we lose 20K, I would look for a continued move to the downside. Coming in at about 19.8, and then that 4-hour value area high at about 19.6. That's where we're hoping to get that big bounce. If we get down there, we need to get a big bounce off of this level. If we don't, we will break back into this range, which would be a bearish sign, because once we break back into this value area high and we reject, it's going to be likely we come down to the POC at about 19,140. And then, also likely that we come back down to the range lows, back down in the 18Ks or the 18,000s, basically where we spent all this time down here. So that area, that 4-hour value area high at 19,595, 19,600 is that level that we need a bounce off of. And if we break that, I'm flipping bearish. So just to break that down again, if we get, I know a lot of people are expecting a continued move to the downside, even if we are going to continue up. However, If we come down and we get a bounce off that 4-hour value area high, that would be good because we would be making a higher low. Boom. That would still hold bullish market structure, right? We have a low, and then we would have a higher low if we came down and made a higher low right there. And then maybe that could be where we break through all this resistance and come up and revisit our next major level of resistance, which is, up here in the 22,000s. That's kind of situation number 2, right? Situation 1, we kind of just hold support on top of here and we get another move to the upside. Situation number 2, we continue off that red dot on the daily, come all the way down here to about 20K, if not about 19.8, if not 19.6, and then we get the bounce. And then if we break lower, that's where we flip bearish and expect lower prices. So I hope that makes sense. That's kind of what I'm expecting here for Bitcoin, guys. Again, just kind of ranging here, teasing us on this major level of support. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. Let's continue to, actually, no, we just looked at Doge. Let's continue on with the altcoins, looking at XRP, or should I say starting off with XRP. Let's keep taking a look here. Thank you for all you do, Corey. No problem. I do it for the Candle Mafia. It's very easy for me to work as hard as I do when I have amazing people like the Candle Mafia standing behind me, or should I say in front of me, because you guys are definitely not behind me. You are in front of me. So it makes it very easy for me to work as much as I do. Let's see. I just want to check. I've tried to join in the Discord, but I can't verify. Scottish Big Mama. At mods. Maybe someone, one of the mods will most likely help you in like 10 seconds in chat right now. ETH is not following BTC anymore, or what? I hope not. If Bitcoin's getting a nice little, I don't know. I'm hoping at the ETH can come down just a little bit more here. Let's see. All right, let's continue on here. XRP. Let's see. Bro, they have a mark price and a last price. Last price has to be hit in order for your limit order to be taken. Usually a bit above your limit order, actually, as per. Oh, is that what they were talking about? About the FEMEX having 2 prices? That might be what they were talking about. I don't know if you guys are. I'm lost in chat at this point. But yeah, whoever mentioned that problem with FEMEX, I don't know exactly what you were asking. Try to reach out to me on Discord. I'll try to give you some clarity. That might have been what you were talking about. Shout out to Ryan Mack. Thank you for that. All right, let's see. Frankie, thank you for all this, TA. You the GOAT. Drizzy Drake in the chat, guys. We got Drizzy in the chat. Show some respect. Shout out to you, man. No problem. I got you, bro. And no, Drizzy, you're the GOAT, bro. You're the GOAT. Come on. You're the GOAT of Canada. Let's go. All right, let's see. Okay. Looking at XRP, guys. Let's continue on here. Boom. All right. Actually, let's pull up this XRP. Boom. All right. Let's get rid of our VPVR. Okay. So, still working within our, it doesn't stay on. Still working within our value area here that we have this general. I pulled a fixed range volume profile on this little sideways range that we have, which does look like potential bullish consolidation. But we are holding that value area low as support, working our way up towards that POC. And then let's just zoom in a little bit, repopulate this, this volume profile. Don't mind me, guys. The 2 different prices on FEMEX is mark price and light. That must be. I thought he was having an actual problem. That must be what he was seeing. Let's see. Okay, here we go. But he won't go through all of them. Unfortunately, there's not enough time for that. Okay, boom. All right, let's see here. So, yeah, it does look like potential bullish consolidation here on XRP continued. But zooming in a little better here. Again, holding that value area low as support. Move up to that value, that point of control, right? That is likely what happens. And again, you hop in, find support on the POC. Now you're looking for a move to the, support on the value area low. Looking for that move to the POC is your next target. And boom, you come up pretty dang close to it. And now you are getting a little bit of a rejection. But repopulate this. Come on, print. There we go. So yeah, that right now the level to beat is to, if you want to continue the upside, flip the POC at about 40, almost, about 46.5 cents to support, so you can start your journey up to that value area high, which is coming in at about 49 cents. And then coming up to a higher time frame to take a look at the volume, just to give you guys an idea of how price would likely behave. If you if you pop over this POC, could be a quick move to your next level here at 47.474 cents. And if you break that level, you do have a little bit of a gap here up until about 49 cents before getting a move all the way up to your value area high. So those are some levels I would be looking at. Again, you did have that 2-hour bullish divergence, right? So just to point out, I like to point this stuff out so you guys can see it as well. So if I'm not available to point this stuff out, you can see it. That is my whole goal of having this channel, is to provide you guys with the tools to find these trades yourself. This is why I have this channel. It is to help you guys not be a slave to my TA. I want to teach you how to fish, not hoard all the fish to myself, so you have to come to me to get the fish. I just come here, I give the fish away from free. I like to say it like this, right? Obviously, you guys know the saying, give a man a fish, feed him for a night, teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime, right? That's kind of what I built this channel on. I don't want to give you fish so you can eat tonight, and then if I don't post tomorrow, you can't eat. I'm here to give you the fishing pole and tell you where the hot spots are. Oh, there's a lot of fish over here. Oh, there's a lot of fish over here. Ooh, there's a lot of fish on that 4-hour Solana, on that 4-hour time frame on Solana. There's a lot of bearish fish over there. You might want to go catch one, or at least go in and look for a nice little school to drop the line in. I'm giving you the fishing pole and then pointing you to the hot spots in the lake to go fish at, so you could hopefully catch a monster. So that is the goal. I forgot why I even said that. That's the goal of this channel, guys, is to help you learn how to fish out. And that's why I like to point this stuff out even after it happens, right? You had a bullish divergence forming here, and then you flipped the value area low to support. You know it's likely to come back up to that POC, and then boom, you get that move, right? So with that being said, your daily, we're going to have a blood diamond here. Hopefully not. Okay, good. No blood diamond. No, let's see. Regular candles. Oh, there it is. I knew there was one somewhere. I could smell it. We'll look at sushi. Everyone's been asking about sushi. We have not looked at it. I will look at sushi tonight. Oh my God. Okay. So, confirmed blood diamond here on your regular candles on the daily. That would be more of a bearish look. That last blood diamond did bring you down here about 13%. I'm not saying that has to happen, but you do want to take note of this. Granted, have been getting a pretty big move to the upside, so take it with a grain of salt, but confirm blood diamond on regular candles. But it does look like, if you just zoom out here, if you zoom in, it does look like we could just be, bullishly consolidating up here, as you can see, right? If I just get rid of this TA and you're just looking at your price, we're just kind of ranging up here, to be honest. But there you go. Those are the levels to watch. Watch that POC. You're looking to flip it to support and potentially going to move up to your value area high. Those would likely be the next levels. But yeah, there you go. But the red dot on the daily, again, you want to remember you do have the red dot on the daily, could potentially bring you down. But I'm not really getting that worried. Let's actually zoom in and pull up our VPVR. I'm not really getting too worried on XRP. Let's try to find the worrisome levels here. So if we zoom out a bit here, let's go to the 1 hour. Boom. Okay, yeah. So the real level you don't want to lose is going to be about 43 cents. Basically this level here. About 44, 43 cents. You lose that. You just want to realize that you do have some big gaps in volume here, right? Just a bunch of gaps that you could quickly fall through. But yeah, looking to hold above 44 cents. If you could hold above 44 cents, we should be in pretty good shape on XRP. All right, let's take a look at sushi. Can we take a look at FTT? I hear it's getting ready to move. Yes, no problem. Let's go ahead and take a look at sushi first. Let's see, KuCoin Tether. Boom. Taking a look at the daily. Red dot printing on the daily, looking very similar to a lot of other things. Looking very similar to a lot of this other stuff. But I will grab these levels here from the daily. You do have your value area low, your point of control, and your value area high. Boom. Let's move on to the 4 hour, daily printing that red dot looking the same as a lot of these other things. 4 hour VWAP below the zero line. Money flow starting to come out. This looks very similar to Bitcoin, if I'm being honest. 1 hour VWAP coming up and a bullish divergence on the 1 hour as well. Looking very similar to Bitcoin. So I'll just go ahead and give you guys some levels here. Let me go ahead and hide that. Obviously, your value area high, you are coming down to your value area high here. If you hold this as support, this is actually kind of one of the better situations you could be in when you're above the value area high, because When you're above the value area high, you're expecting two things. You're either expecting to come down, break back into your value area, and come back to your POC, which is right here. That's your POC, right? So you either come up and there's no volume up here, you crash back down into your value area, bearishly retest the value area high, come down to your POC, or you come down, get support on your value area high, get a big move to the upside, and then your value area will shift up. So those are the two situations that could happen when you approach a value area like this or a value area high. And the fact that you have a bullish divergence here would potentially indicate you could get a nice bounce off of here. However, money flow on your 1 hour is not looking too good. 2 hour money flow is looking pretty bearish. You have the confirmed blood diamond here. This would be very bearish money flow. And then your 4 hour and 3 hour money flow is also coming out as well. But these are the levels. Yeah, Yellow X trying to push you below here. Watch that value area high at about $1.57. If you break below there, your next likely stop would be that POC coming in at $1.43. And if you come to that 2 hour time frame and we pull back up our VPVR, boom, zoom out just a little bit. Bada boom. I'll come to a higher time frame. Yeah. So I guess that's about all the volume we'll get. Yeah. So if you lose that POC, then you're looking to get back to those range lows. But again, that's pretty far away. So I'd look for a bounce to that value area high, and then if you break back in, look for a move to that POC, and now you have the exact levels and the exact prices that I would be watching and what I'm expecting if those levels break. But again, looking very similar to Bitcoin. Loving the chef hat, sir, Gary Tablet. Thank you for that, bro. I appreciate you. I like your hat as well, my man. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. My dad just got out of emergency surgery. Biggest win I've had all year. Hallelujah. Kevin Baker, congratulations, man. I'm super happy to hear that, bro. That's amazing news. That's amazing. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to your dad. Tell your dad the CandleMafia is here, bro. We are here for your dad. Let's see. Adam. Yeah, we can take a look at Adam. Let's look at FTT, and then we'll take a look at Adam. Let's see. FTT. I guess, hey, we'll look at the FTX chart, I guess. Ugh. All right, here we go. On the daily, is it looking the same as Bitcoin? Let's see. Yes, looking very similar to Bitcoin. VWAP coming down on the daily. Oh, my God. Bufo on the beat in the chat. What is going on? Don't burn the souffle. Hey, we ain't burning the souffle. We might burn the souffle, but we're never going to burn the sauce, Bufo. You got that. You got that right. Shout out to Bufo on the beat. Thank you for being here, man. He says, well, he goes, I don't even have a dad. Oh, it's okay, Bufo. We're here for you, bro. Let's see. Adam looks good for a play. Yeah, let's take a look. We'll take a look at FTT, and then we'll look at Adam. But yeah, let's see. Oh, shout out to you, bro. He said, I actually wanted real sushi, not the TA. That's my bad, bro. I am wearing the sushi chef hat. You guys are crazy. All right, so looking at FTT on the daily, VWAP coming down, obviously we'll be looking for that red dot. Starting to become a little bit overbought there on the daily. Watching that VWAP coming down to your 4 hour. Looking to print a potential. Yeah, so this is looking very similar to a lot of the other alts here. So sushi putting in bearish divergence on your 4 hour, continued bearish divergence on your 4 hour here. Looking to print that red dot on your 4 hour pretty soon. So I would look for this red dot to print on Market Cypher B and confirm, for a potential move to the downside for FTT. Also, another coin just to put it on your radar. FTT, not only that, but also Solana. Solana, if you guys are in the, there we go, starting to play out here, right? If you're in the competition chat, you will see that we are putting bearish divergence on the 4 hour, which is now confirmed on Solana. I put this in the chat this morning to have you guys keep an eye out for it. And you are coming into some strong resistance as well. You have the value area high here as you bear div into that level. We did come down a bit. So another thing to keep an eye out for on not only Solana, but on FTT as well. Looking to play, like it might play out very similar. Not saying it's dumping down to zero, but could cool off a little bit once you print that red dot on the 4 hour. And again, you could watch that 4 hour red dot to try to gauge when and if that's going to happen. And then, coming down to the lower time frames, coming out on the 12 hour with your money flow, 15 minute kind of going sideways, 24 minute coming up, 30 minute coming up. So I would watch that 4 hour for a potential cool off with all those bearish divergences on FTT. And again, looking very similar to Bitcoin. So maybe we kind of wiggle sideways, consolidate, maybe sideways bearish before getting another continued move to the upside, because money flow is still looking pretty healthy on a lot of this stuff. Even though the VWAPs are coming down, looking for some cool-off time, the money flows are still looking pretty strong. So these VWAPs may wind up just being a little bit of consolidation or a little bit of sideways bearish action before another move to the upside. And again, we might get the big move on Wednesday, whether it's going to be to the up or the downside. We'll have to reassess the situation on Wednesday, but it's likely that we're going to get some form of a move here and extreme volatility on this Fed meeting on Wednesday. Let's see. Be careful with Solana. There is a big Solana event on the 4th to the 7th, and big gaming news. Dean, shout out to Dean for keeping the Mafia updated on that news. Yes, this is why you guys want to have eyes on all aspects of the market. Not only the Bitcoin chart, not only the Ethereum chart, not only crypto, but you want to be looking at the SPY, the DXY. You want to be paying attention to the news to some capacity, because it might, that's a very good point. I'm so happy, Dean, that you brought that up, because let's say you're looking at Solana. And you can't argue whether it plays out or not. You cannot argue this is an extremely bearish looking chart. You're making higher highs into key resistance while making lower lows on or lower highs on your indicator here. This is a bearish signal, whether you want to believe it or not. On a technical level, this is a bearish sign and does indicate a price correction coming, right? Whether this was the price correction or there's a bigger one to come is up for debate, but this is bearish, right? However, if some really good news comes out about Solana, you better believe that the chart, the bearish divergence is not going to be respected at that point. So that's why a great point that Dean makes. You want to pay attention to the news, and I actually did not know about that news. So yeah, might be something to look into to try to keep a lookout and try to gauge. That's why you want to keep a 4-dimensional view on the markets, guys, not just looking at the Bitcoin chart. All right, let's see. Oh God. We got the new dating, private dating chat website, guys. Look at that. Let's see. I'm number 2 in the trading competition. Simon Gonzalez, let's go. Shout out to everybody in the trading competition right now, guys. Shout out to all you guys. Let's see. I like eggs. Adam, yes, let's take a look at Adam. That was the next one. Coinbase. How are we going on time here? Okay, boom, we're good. Hey, Frankie, have you ever looked into ENS? I mean, not like, depends on how deep. Not really like that much. You guys are funny. Let's see. Shout out to Tony. Tony D, why are you randomly super chatting $2 without saying anything? Somebody stop this man. Crypto Billy, stop this man. Stop. Not with a super chat, though. Just stop him. I don't know. Fly over to him and smack his... Oh, don't mind me. I'm just DCAing into Frankie Candles. Shout out to Tony D. I love you, bro. Stop giving me your money. I don't want your money. Let's take a look at Adam as it is getting a move here. Looking at the daily, looking similar to Bitcoin. Oversold, overbought, getting to be overbought on the daily with the VWAP coming down. Yeah, AVAX. We can take a look at AVAX as well. I like green eggs too. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, money. Oh my God, Tony D with the super chats. Shout out to Tony D. I'm gonna ban this guy from the YouTube channel. So yeah, Adam with the VWAP coming down on the daily, looking pretty similar to Bitcoin. I'm gonna get rid of the VPVR here. Let's see. Yeah, bear div on that 6-hour. Now, you are not quite at your value area high here. Let's see if we have any local golden pockets. There it is, guys. Local golden pocket. 6-hour bear div into a local golden pocket. Higher highs into resistance. Lower highs on your indicator, right? In this case, Market Cipher B. You could also do this with the RSI, which is a free indicator, as well as a plethora of other indicators that you could do this with, right? But let's see. But yeah, this would be something to keep an eye on. Look for this 6-hour bear div to confirm. Your 4-hour bear div did confirm, but you didn't get much juice out of it at all. Like no juice almost at all. But you are now coming up to that local golden pocket as well as your value area high. So this is going to be a very strong level of resistance here. Very strong level of resistance. I'm going to put a box there. So yeah, this would be your chance to be looking at some bearish setups. And again, if you lose the level at about, actually, let's go ahead and pull our savage, let's pull our improved volume profile here and get rid of this garbage volume profile. Boom. So yeah, if we lose this level here at about 1360, 1370 could be a quick move down to that POC of about $12.95, almost $13 even. So if we do get a move to the downside, if we do continue to cool off based off this 4-hour bear div, we could potentially just looking for some local golden pockets here. If you pull your local golden pocket from this start of this move to the top here, would make a lot of sense if this bear div does play out, that we could get a move back down to that golden pocket before getting a bigger move to the upside. But now you have some levels to look at, and you do have some confluence there between the local golden pocket and this POC, as well as this local golden pocket, as well as the value area high as resistance. So these are the levels. These are the levels that I would watch on Atom, right? Let me get this right here, right? So major levels I'm watching. $12.90, about I want to say $13 even, because the golden pocket gets almost into that $13 range. $13 as your major support level, as well as $14.50, between $14.50 and $15 for your major resistance. So those are the major levels that I would be watching. And again, with that bear div on the 6-hour about to confirm, could potentially give you a move to the downside, especially with the daily rolling over, looking to print that red dot. Yo, where do I get that heat map VPVR? Crypto Killer Whale, you might be able to find out soon. But as of right now, this is a secret indicator that only I have access to. So shout out to you. But I will definitely let you know as soon as it, as soon as I'm able to figure out where I found this. It just popped up in my trading view. I'm trying to track down where it came from as well. But as soon as I find out, you can bet your bottom dollar I will let you know. Let's see. Super chat on Anchor. Did I miss that? Let's see. Shout out to Dave Digital DCAing into the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. Let's go. Let's see. Anchor. Yeah, do you want to just take a look at Anchor? Is that what you're asking? I think is what you're asking. Let's take a look. Let's see. KuCoin chart. Let's go ahead and see. All right, let's see. Blocktopia. Maybe we can take a look at Block. Let's see. Thanks, Frankie. No problem, bro. I got you. Let's see. Hey, Frankie, how do I get rid of the garbage volume profile and get that cool one? Yeah, I think I got to stop teasing this because, details to come, guys. Details soon come. When details soon. Okay. Taking a look at Anchor. Here. Let's see. Off to take the kids trick-or-treating. Let's go. Happy Halloween, Mafia. Shout out to you, man. Happy Halloween, guys. I don't think I said happy Halloween. Smash that like button if you guys like Halloween. And if you guys like spiders, let me know. Anyway, those actually aren't spider webs, guys. Those are actually just spider lines. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Looking at Anchor on the daily, looking similar to Bitcoin. VWAP coming down. Relaxing reality escape. Thank you for that $1 super chat. What's the $1 super chats? Let's go. Just random $1 super chats with no text. Can't hate it. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Okay. So, daily looking very, very similar to Bitcoin. Your 6-hour printing a nice green dot there. You did put a 6-hour bear div in here. Let's see. Your 2-hour money flow coming out on your 2-hour, your 3-hour money flow kind of choppy there. Let's look at your 15-minute money flow coming up on your 15-minute, your 4-hour, kind of indecisive there. I'll go ahead and give you some levels here on Anchor. But yeah, daily looks similar to Bitcoin. 4-hour, kind of messy here, to be honest with you. Money flow generally coming out on those lower time frames. Let me give you guys some levels here. I would watch, let's try to get you some value areas here because we can get multiple value areas. One thing I love about this VPVR is it could give you multiple value areas. So you do have a value area right in here with that POC right in the middle. Nice little D-shaped volume profile right inside here. And then you do kind of have another one between... Yeah, I mean, you do kind of have another one right in between here, right? And then... But yeah, I would say you if you want to continue to the upside, you would have to beat this POC at about 3 cents, 0.0304. If you could crack this and you can get a move into this value area high and bust through that, you would be free to move up to this next high volume node, which would be coming in between about 0.032 cents and about 0.034 cents. But yeah, generally the idea here would be to get above that POC, bust through here, and then potentially revisit these highs up here. Let me get a box here. Kind of revisiting these highs, right about here. So hopefully you can get above that POC, break this level, and get back into this range and trade up at these prices. But again, looking somewhat similar to Bitcoin with the daily cooling off. Nothing really indicative of a massive explosion to the upside or a massive dump to the downside on Anchor. Okay, what was the other one that everybody wanted to see? Quant, we could take a look at, AVAX. Yeah, we could take a look at AVAX. There was another big one that everybody wanted to see. Let's look at AVAX Tether. Ethereum Classic, yes, no problem. Where's the man, the myth, the legend? Let's see. Pablo. Frank has a girlfriend. Oh, God. Let's see. Oh, Blocktopia. That was the other one. Let's look at Block first because we talked about that first, and then we'll go to AVAX. And then Gala. Yeah, Gala we could take a look at as well. I don't have my notebook here. Otherwise, I would write these down. Okay. So, continuing on here. Block. What? Is this right? Is Block just... Yeah, Block is just... Okay. Try to find a better chart here. Let's see. Oh, that's why. I think I do this every time we look at Block. KuCoin Tether. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and look at the daily, looking similar to Bitcoin, right? It's like everything's looking similar to Bitcoin. Money flow coming to the upside, looking for that crossover into the green somewhat soon here, but again, looking to cool off here in the short term. Boomer Notebook. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know. I always put the C in there. Hey, the days of old in chat. What is going on? Okay. Here we go. Yeah, daily looking similar to Bitcoin. 2-hour blood diamond is confirmed. Could potentially have been played out here. VWAP starting to roll back over. Look at your 4-hour. Money flow coming out. 4-hour confirmed blood diamond. That would be more bearish. Major level of support you want to watch here is going to be 0.0029 cents. That is going to be your major level of support you would look to hold. And then we do have a value area high here, right? So you are kind of testing a value area high here. And then you have your value area low right about there. Shout out to Bubba's Crypto 3.0. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. It says, happy Halloween to all. Thanks for all you do. Frankie and the mods, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Bubba's, I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you for the super chats. You're long timer support of the channel. Thank you so much. Hey, shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. Happy Halloween. But let's see. Love for Frankie and the killer hat. Cooking up that sauce. Shout out to Andy D. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the hat. I might turn this into a daily thing with the chef hat. Let's go. With all that being said, do you think Frankie has ever watched himself on 2x speed? I'm my hero. Yes, when I have to edit my own videos, I watch him in 2x speed because I can't stand to hear my own voice. So I will watch in 2x speed. I actually think I sound much better. Okay, so let's see. Careful with your notebook near the candles. That's right. Guys, RIP our candle. It's ruined. I have to get a new one. It got a big hole in the middle. It just burned a hole all the way down to the middle. But let's go ahead and continue on here. Blood diamond on your 4-hour confirmed. That is more bearish, right? Is more bearish. Money flow coming out pretty aggressively on your 2-hour crossover into the red. VWAP coming out, coming up, right? Indicative of a possible bounce. However, you could continue to come out here because of that money flow crossover into the red. And your 15-minute. Your 15-minute money flow, snake eyes on your 15-minute with the money flow coming up. Again, money flow coming up into the green, but you're not getting any green dots or anything on the 4-hour, any of the medium higher time frame or medium hourly time frames. So I don't know how much oomph the snake eyes on the 15-hour with the money flow crossover is going to give you. But let me give you some levels to look at here. Let's go over to the 1 hour. Let me go ahead and hide Market Cipher A. And go ahead and pull some, or I guess we do have some volume here. So major levels I would be watching here on the more zoomed out macro look here, right? Could it be, are we going to hold support on this value area high? This is kind of make or break moment here. If we get a big bounce off that value area high, could start looking pretty good for block. If we bearishly retest, could be working our way back down to that POC for a bigger move to the downside. Looking at that POC, for some support, right? And again, no crazy volume gaps at this point. But again, you would be targeting, I would say I would go ahead and put a level right here as well. And you could bearishly retest and get a move down to this this level here at about 0.003 cents. And then if you break that, I'd expect to come down to that POC. But again, looking for a potential bounce on that value area high. So make or break moment as you are here at an important level here, being that value area high. So you were looking to hold it as support. If you bearishly retest, expect to start making your way down towards that POC. Which is quite, how far away are we from there? Yeah, about 5%, so not possible to get that move. But there are some levels on block to keep an eye on. Again, looking somewhat similar to Bitcoin. Now let's go ahead. I love the energy here. New to the channel since a few days. Love it. Happy Halloween. Hey. Meniak. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but shout out to you, man. Welcome to the Mafia. There's no getting out now, bro. You're in here for good. If you don't like being in this family, it's a hard one to leave. But shout out to you, man. We're happy to have you. Super happy you're enjoying the energy. Super happy you're enjoying the show and the channel so far. Much more to come. Check out the content on the channel, man, and make yourself some money, whether the price is going up or down. Let's go ahead and, we could take a look at, let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look at Gala. What was it? Wait, no. Hang on. AVAX. Did we take a look at AVAX yet? I think we did. Oh, no, we didn't. All right, let's get AVAX real quick. Give you some levels on AVAX. Knocking on the door of a volume gap here. I'm going to go ahead and put this level right here. If you're able to decisively break out of the zone we're at right now, you do have a decent volume gap. So you could get a quick move up to about 20 cents. $20.31. Watch that level. We could get a quick move up there pretty soon. If you're able to break into that dark blue, indicating there's a volume gap there, could get a quick snap up to that next little high volume node, coming in at about $20.30. Looking at the daily, VWAP cooling off. So looking very similar to Bitcoin. I'm not going to dig too deep into these just because they all look, as far as Market Cipher B, they do look very similar. But there's your next level. $20.31 is going to be a big level to watch. And then levels of support to the downside. If you come down, I would look for some potential support coming in at about $18.55. If you break that level, your POC is coming in. I'm actually going to move this level to the POC at about $17.18. So there's some levels to watch on AVAX. Sorry I'm rushing through this, guys. I do have to hop off here pretty soon. But those are the levels to watch here, guys. On AVAX. And again, as far as your daily, looking to print that red dot, looking very similar to a lot of this other stuff. Not quite printing yet like Bitcoin, that red dot on the daily, but looking to come here pretty soon. And then that 4-hour bear div as well. You are putting a bearish divergence here on AVAX as well with your higher highs and your lower highs on your indicator here, this being Market Cipher B. And then, just trying to find where those key levels are. Are you coming down to that local golden pocket? Let's find out. Pull it from this high here all the way to the low. And would you look at that? We are right at that local golden pocket. So there you go. You could reject this local golden pocket. And if we do, major level to watch is that point of control at about $17.18. Thank you so much for Blocktopia. I really appreciate your quick response, champ. No problem. Gaming time. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for being here. I just subscribed and gonna watch you every day from Pakistan. Let's go, gaming time. I appreciate you for being here, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead. Pull it, Frank. Pull it, baby. Pull that fib, baby. Let's go. So most of these alts are looking similar. Some blood diamonds, some not. Drizzy Drake, yeah, lots of 4-hour bearish divergences on these altcoins. So if you're looking at your favorite alt that I have not taken a look at, and you're wondering if it's bearish or bullish, look for the daily red dot and the 4-hour red dots, because the daily red dot is a long enough time frame where, you know, if it prints and confirms, you're likely to come down. Even if you kind of bounce around, you're likely to generally trend downward over a day or two. And then the 4 hours kind of like a medium time frame where it might be another good time to look for. If you have a red dot on the daily with a bearish divergence on the 4 hour, it could be a recipe for a move down, right? So if you're looking at your altcoins that I have not checked out, look for these higher highs on your price with your lower highs on your momentum waves, indicating that there's an imbalance in price and momentum, warranting a correction in the price, right? So that's what I would take a look at on a lot of these alts. Happy Halloween, Jacko24. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you. Jasmine, yeah, I saw you calling out for Jasmine before. We could take a look at it. All right, yo, baby, big rejection at that POC, guys. This is why we look at these levels, because if we were coming up to this POC, we would be looking for bearish rejections, right? Or bearish confirmations, excuse me. So let's put a vertical line here and just, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of sauce here, right? I'm going to give you a little Halloween sauce. It's just like the regular sauce, but I put a little bit of orange dye in it, right? So it's not red, it's orange. So deal with it. Where's my wooden spoon? I need my wooden spoon so I can point. But anyway, I'm going to put a vertical line here and see, let's pretend, right? Let's pretend that we're watching price come up to this POC. Okay, we know price is approaching that POC. We know it's likely that we could potentially get rejected there. Let's come down to the lower time frames. Let's see. And let's see if we have any confirmation. So here we are. Here we are. Perfect example. Here we are. Getting that move into the POC. That pink line is your POC. What could we have seen here that would indicate that we'd get a move to the downside? Boom. There's your bearish divergence with your money flow starting to come out. If you come to the lower time frames, here's the vertical line. Excuse me, testing that POC, money flow coming out on your 12-minute, money flow coming out on your 10-minute, and money flow was coming out on your 5-minute as well. So your 30-minute was printing that bear div as you were coming up into that resistance. And then not only that, you did put in this bearish reversal candle right here with the long wick on the end, on the top, right, with the tiny wick, almost no wick on the bottom, indicating a possible trend reversal on top of the bearish divergence, on top of testing that POC, that key level of resistance, and boom. I just wanted to break that down because you get the point of control. This is the importance of getting the key levels and waiting for, this is what I mean by set your key levels, wait for price to approach your key level, and then look for the bearish divergences or bearish confirmations or bullish confirmations on the lower time frames. You see you're coming up to a key level, go to the lower time frames. Look for the entry on the lower time frames. You're looking for the signals on the higher time frames. Oh, wow. Wow, daily red dot. Oh, wow, we're coming up to the POC. We're coming up to key resistance with a daily red dot. Let me go down to those lower time frames and see if I can find a bearish confirmation like a bearish divergence or something like that where I can get into maybe a scalp entry that's a high probability of winning. And then when you get into profit, move your stop loss to your entry. And when you get deeper into profit, move your stop loss into profit. And then by the time you're in profit, and that is a locked-in, guaranteed winning trade, by the time that happens, that daily red dot might be playing out, and then your scalp trade can turn into a swing trade. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. I just kind of wanted to do that little trade breakdown. It's a little breakdown, right? You come down to the POC, go to the lower time frames, and I never look at Jasmine. This is the first time I looked at Jasmine since the last time you guys asked me to look for it. I saw that we came up to the POC. I was almost 100% certain that I'd at least be able to find some form of a bearish confirmation at this level that was able to indicate that we were coming to the downside. So I like to help you guys understand how you can predict these movements so you can catch them before they happen. And that was a perfect example. There was a good chance that there wasn't going to be any bearish confirmations, but I knew there was a high probability, and then boom, we found the bearish divergence on the 24, the 30, with the money flow coming out on the 5, 10, 12, and there you go. Boom, would have been a nice trade. And then where did price go to, right? Let's just pretend that you got into this short, right? And you enter your short here. Let me pull up enter a short position. This is the tutorial that nobody asked for. Now, where would you be targeting, right? People say like, oh, I got in, but where's my target? Well, first, you could target your value area high, right where that green starts, right? right where this green on your volume profile starts. That's the top of a value area because this blue indicates not a lot of volume, right? So that's how you can easily see volume gaps. I see dark blue here. I know it's a gap. Boom, price shot right through. Boom, I see another gap here. Boom, price shot right through. I see another gap here. Boom, price shot right through. That's why this volume profile is amazing, right? Sorry, you didn't see that. Volume gap. Boom, price shot right through. So where are we targeting? Where can we target if we got into this trade? Now, obviously, this is come and gone, but this is just to explain to you guys. If we got into that short position, where could we have targeted? Well, you could have targeted the top of this value area where the blue, no volume or low volume, turns into some volume where the green starts. If it makes more sense, you could do this. Turn it on thermoscopic. There you go. It makes more sense, right? The heat indicates volume. Right? So you could, target the top of this value area or more likely the high volume node. So you could target this high volume node right here. And what would have happened if you targeted that high volume node? Boom. It would have hit your profit target. And that's exactly where price is sticking to right now. So there you go. There's a quick little tutorial that nobody asked for. Hopefully you guys learned something from that. I just like to go over this stuff anytime I get the chance to get a good example here. I could take a look at Gala right after this. Let's see. All right. So anyway, regardless of that, let's go ahead and let's just take an actual look at Jasmine. Same thing, right? Looking very similar on Market Cipher B to a lot of these other things. Daily looking to cool off, right? Now, you're not overbought on the daily, but your VWAP is looking to cool off here. Your 4-hour is coming up, right? So this does look a little different. Your VWAP is coming up to print a green dot here sometime in the near future. Let's go over to the lower time frames and turn on Market Cipher A and see if we can find any blood diamonds or anything like that. Okay, so nothing so far. And then, looking for money flow coming to the upside. Your 15-minute crossing over into the green. I would keep an eye on this green dot on the 4-hour and likely your next major level. Again, if you, I'm just going to go ahead and draw out this value area. Bada boom, bada bing. And then your, and I guess your POC would be somewhere in the middle here. If you hold this level, could potentially work your way back up to about 0.0056 cents or 557 cents. That might be your next likely area of resistance. But if you break where you're at right now, could be a quick move down to about I'm just going to draw this out because that number is a nightmare. So if you break where you're at right now, could be a quick move down to this level. And if you continue higher, that next level of resistance is likely going to be about 0.0057 cents. Okay, quant. Let's see. Let's take a look at quant. It is hot in here, guys. It is hot in here. I'm not even going to bother taking off the sweatshirt. We're just going to sweat it out, baby. We're just going to sweat it out. When Lambo, sniper's nightmare. When Lambo in 2 weeks and 15 seconds. I don't know. All right, let's see. Looking at quant. Let's turn off Market Cipher A. Boom. Take a look at the daily. Let me guess. VWAP coming down. No. Wow. Oh, my God. Quant looks different, obviously. If something's going to look different, quant's going to be it. VWAP coming to the upside, right? So kind of the opposite of everything else. Everything else is rolling over to the downside now. Quant is looking to print a green dot here with a nice little trigger wave on your daily time frame as you hold this golden pocket as support. Could be a decent sign. Looking at your 4-hour, looking to curve back up to print a green dot, also not looking too bad. You also have a 4-hour bull div right here, lower lows, higher lows, boom, for that nice little move to the upside. Could have caught that. I mean, nothing really crazy. We actually kind of ate up all those gains anyway. But looking at that green dot for a potential move. Yeah, money flow looking kind of ugly on that 4-hour, though. Not going to lie. Let's come to the lower time frames. Money flow coming up on your 12-minute, kind of coming up on your 15-minute. Your 30-minute is crossed over into the green, and your 30-minute is kind of just flat. This looks like, you might just continue to range here a little bit in the short term. I'd look for that 4-hour green dot and that daily green dot for some potential moves to the upside. Now, looking at your levels here for quant, If you break out above this local golden pocket, I believe is a local golden pocket. If you get a break above this level, next high volume node is coming in at 174.18. That's a decent level to watch. And then if you do get actually, you know what? Let's pull up a fresh quant chart. What are we doing here? QNT. Let's take a look at the Binance Tether US. And let's go ahead and remove all the TA. And let's get some new levels here. All right. So let's go ahead and pull this local volume to about here. Yeah, okay. So this is, maybe these are some more useful levels here. Boom. We'll call it boom. 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 Okay. Yeah, so I would say if you hold above this level and that 4-hour green dot and that money flow crossover on the 15-minute does give you a move to the upside, major level I would look at is this point of control, 174.80, very similar to the other level we looked at. So 174.80 is that next level above you that I'd be looking at. And again, with that 4-hour bull div and the green dot looking to print and that daily green dot looking to print, may continue to see a move to the upside here. Let's see. Nice sauce as usual. Shout out to Ken Barkoff. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here. Which volume profile is this TC? It's a secret. It's a secret at least for now. This is a special, this is a secret VPVR or fixed range volume profile. Not enough hours in the day. Crypto Sup Surfer. Louder for the people in the back. I could not feel that anymore right now. Hidden bull div on the 1 hour on sheep. Ooh, interesting. All right, let's see. I'm going to take a look. We looked at Atom. Let's take a look at Mana. Let's take a look at Mana, and then we got to get to spinning that wheel because I'm sure, where are we right now? Yeah, I said I was going to hop off early, and here we are again, guys. Here we are again. Can't get me in bed early. No way. Not a chance. Baker Frankie, you are the man. Ant Arts NFT, what is going on? Oh, hey, Ant Arts NFT. Hey. It's almost like I do it for you. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here, bro. Always supporting. Okay, Gala. Okay. Yeah, Mana. Yeah, shout out to Alejandro. And then Gala will be our last one. Frankie is 1 hour earlier for me this week. Let's go, Rob the Crypto Snob. Shout out to you, bro. Okay. Let's look at Market Cipher B. Yeah, I mean, looking similar to Bitcoin. Let's see. 10-minute. Money flow kind of coming out. 12-minute. Money flow kind of coming out. 15-minute. Money flow coming up with the 4-hour. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'd watch this 4-hour green dot. Watch this 4-hour green dot. Let's see. Let's pull up the daily. Hard to pull volume on stuff like this. Okay. Let's go ahead and... what happened? What happened to the volume? All right, disappeared. Cool. All right. Let's see. 4-hour. Yeah. Let's pull some levels for you guys. Because, yeah, this 4-hour green dot could potentially bring you up a bit. I apologize if you guys are hearing those Discord notifications. But daily looking to cool off. So this looks very similar to Bitcoin. I'll just get you some support and resistance here real quick because we are running out of time. I apologize. These last coins are just always rushed. But, hey, I'd rather rush them than give you guys nothing, right? Let's see. Classic Fib. Okay, there we go. Boom. So here are some levels to the upside. Your next 382 is coming in at about, 79.5 cents. And then your 0.5 level is coming in at about 85 cents. These are some levels. Again, local golden pocket, probably going to be the major level I'd be looking at. Coming in between 92 and 94 cents. That would be the major level I would watch for a potential move to the upside for Mana. And again, looking at the weekly, let's see. Yeah, green dot on the weekly confirmed. So, yeah, not possible to get a continued move up here. So, yeah. There's Mana. I apologize. I know it's very rushed, but yeah, that is what we're looking at for Mana. And then what was the last one? What was it? Somebody help me. Gala. That's what it was. Thank you. All right. Looking at Gala. Oh, baby. Gala. Taking a look. Let's see. Is it looking the same as Bitcoin? Yes. VWAP coming down on the daily. 4-hour VWAP coming up. Yeah, looking very similar to Bitcoin. Wow, he pulled volume on the... Interesting. That's where the volume went. It went to Market Cipher B. Okay. So, coming down to some support here. 4-hour VWAP. Looking to print that green dot somewhat soon here. Looking to potentially hold this support. Your 2-hour is printing that green dot. No bull div or anything like that. But yeah, you could get a potential move to the upside here. Levels to the upside. Immediate level of resistance. 0.042 cents. If you break that level, could be getting a move back up to this 0.046 cents level. Where we topped out and kind of wicked above here. So those are the next levels. I mean, if you really crack out and get a big move, could move up to about 5 cents. Let's pull up the VPVR real quick. Whoops. That was an accident. There we go. Boom. And there you go. Big volume gap. What happened? Volume gap, shot up, settled right on the next high volume node. Just like to point that out for you guys. But let's zoom out here and get some more levels. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So if you break this level, yeah, that next major level being at about, 0.051 cent. And yeah, that's the major level. If you get a big move to the upside, that is the next level I would be looking at for Gala. And then if you get a move to the downside, obviously your major or main level of support is going to be about 0.0404 cents. I hate when it's in the weird 0.04 cents. The decimal places are annoying to call out verbally. But yeah, basically your major level of support is going to be down here. And then those are your targets to the upside. Let's see if we get any confluence between any local golden pockets. And would you look at that? You have your local golden pocket right at this level. So I'm just going to go ahead and make this a super support box. So that is your major level that you're looking to hold, is this blue box. If you lose that, be looking at lower down at these prices at about, below 4 cents. And again, if you get a breakout, these are the two major levels I'll be watching on Gala. Thanks, dude. Any timestamps? No, we actually got to get back on the timestamps. We used to do them, and then they kind of fell out of. We're gonna get back on them though, because I know it's like one of the most. Important and most helpful things for everybody at home that misses the streams. Shout out to Prod by Woody. What is going on, man? But guys, with that being said, Chef Candles has got to hop off and get this BitBoy crypto video done. And I'm going to try to catch some extra sleep because, like I said, guys, I am feeling a little bit under the weather tonight. But we're never under the weather enough to not spin that wheel of pain and pleasure. So let's go ahead and pull that up. Did we get 450 likes is the question. If we did, I'll spin that wheel 10 times. If we didn't, looks like we'll have to try again tomorrow. 380 likes, guys. If we could pump it up to 450 by the time I'm done spinning this wheel. We only got 3 spins. 450 likes. I'll spin it 10 times. But we got 3 spins right now. Spin number 1. Oh, bring in the screen. Solid, bro. Shout out to Kevin Baker. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Yeah, Sniper's Nightmare. 0.00000000004. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Oh, no. Oh, God. Get him out of here. Spin number 2. Give him a giveaway. Starting off the week strong, guys, with 1 giveaway. Let's go. Hey, Marty Griffin says, tell Ben what's up from Middle Georgia. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Thanks for tuning in, fellow Georgian. I mean, I'm a New Yorker, but I mean, hey, I guess I'm a country boy now. I'm a country boy now in the ATL. Shout out to you guys. 377 people still in here, guys. Smash that like button. There we go. 3 spins. What do we get? 2 giveaways at least, right? Come on. Boom. 2 giveaways, guys. I'll give you 1 freebie. I think we'll hit 400 likes by the end of the stream. I'll give you 1 actual spin there. Let's see. Anybody? Yes. There we go. Give him 1 more. 3 giveaways to start off the Monday as we creep up towards 400 like. What's up, Frankie boy? Still need that XRP from last week, homie. Nate. Are you asking for XRPTA or XRP as in you want a giveaway? If you have not received your giveaway from this past week, you will receive it this week. And if you have not received it and you reached out and you just didn't get it, reach out to the mods and we'll try to work it out, or we will work it out. We won't try. But with all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time I got for tonight's stream. I got to go make this Bitboy Crypto video, guys. Super fun Halloween stream. Not too bad. 350 people still in here. I appreciate all you guys sticking around till the end. Still drinking that Russian fermented yogurt drink? Oh, no. Shout out to Road Dog Crypto. You must be a real OG. No, I am not drinking that Russian yogurt garbage. Shout out to Nina, our office Russian. Yeah, no way. I cannot do that. I have been here for a while. I have learned a lot of TA, love trading tutorials. Hey, shout out to you, Alejandro. I appreciate you for being here. Leroy Jenkins, what is going on, bro? Super late. Rewind time. Let's go. Shout out to Leroy. Thank you for being here, bro. Hey, man, one question. When looking for retests, what time frames do I look at? I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like if you're as long as you're pulling it from the same highs to the same lows, the level will be the same on all time frames. But I usually look at the 15 minute to get like the 15 minutes, the resolution that I like to look at. It's a short enough time frame to see what's going on, but long enough where it's not just constantly moving all over the place. So I hope that helps you out. Keep the background looks like marble. Hey, shout out to you, Rob. Maybe we will. I don't know. I might be too lazy to pull it down, so maybe we'll leave it up for at least a week. But with all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time I got for tonight's stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time, 5:45 Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Guys, if you are going out for Halloween, trick-or-treating, I know you traders like to trick-or-treat. I know you guys like to trick-or-trade or trick-or-treat. But be safe out there, guys. Happy Halloween. And always remember, never forget, the sauce boss, Chef Frankie Candles, loves you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time. 5:45 Eastern Standard Time. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong. Sleep is for the weak. Sleep is for the weak. Sleep is for the weak. Oh, hey, guys. I just had to do that whole bit all over. But for real, shout out to City Forum Blake. We do the giveaways every Friday. He was asking. He thought he was going to pick them today. We spin the wheel to rack up a bunch of giveaways, and then we give away a ton of stuff on Fridays. So just so you know, brother, you asked, and Frankie Candles came back on camera to tell you. Guys, that's all I got. Happy candles? Happy candles? Happy Halloween. I love each and every single one of you guys. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong, bobbity boopity. I gotta go check on the sauce.